we all doing today? Welcome back to Northwestern Central Railroad. Now, before I do start the video, I do want to give a little bit of a warning for some viewers. I will go hard on language with this video thing, because this is one thing that angers me so much about the model train industry, is the fact that we want something that's so good, but if you want something that's a little bit older or newer, you're going to have to give away your entire wallet for it. So I will have some very coarse language in here. If you are a younger viewer of this audience that is going to be presenting this video, I highly recommend not watching it, because you may get offended or learn a new word that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get yelled at by some 45-year-old parents from Texas. So I'm just going to give that heads up right now. You have been warned. If you are someone who is interested in listening to that language for some reason, stick around till the end, because this is going to be, oh boy, it's going to be a fun video. But really, if it's going to be a good one. I don't want to spoil too much, so enjoy. Welcome back, folks. Hope you all been having a great week. Now today, there's one thing that I love but hate at the exact same time. 1 second. Taking this from the display shelf. This shit for fucking $500! Yes, we are talking about model train sets. Now, that is something that is really, really nice to the hobby, because, you know, it is literally the backbone that is holding the whole stable together, because it is the only way that I've seen that people get into the hobby is with train sets. And that's pretty much simple, because all you get your simple, basic engine, or if it's a more premium set, you'll get a more advanced engine. You get some few amounts of rolling stock. You get your track with it. You get your power supply. And in older sets, these cases, you get your transformer. But in the newer ones, you also get your Lion Chief remote, which I still think is a scam, but that's just me. But today, I'm not going to discuss why the flying fuck some people named Lionel are selling their premium or starter sets for $500 to fucking $4.5 grand. Who is gonna spend that much money? I get it. It's really cool. It is really cool to see that much amount of quality and detail and performance with the special features that you get with it. But who in their right mind has the balls to buy something that more expensive, when I could go to a goddamn flea market or a train show and pick up this engine with a tender, with some rolling stock, and a whole power supply set, a whole set from like the 90s or the 80s, maybe even the 70s. When I could spend that much money, maybe like $100, maybe $50 at most. Why would I spend $4 grand on something which inherently is really cool and amazing, and that I love very much, and I will praise, just like the Jesus Ace Christ that used to live on God's green earth? But I will not spend that much money on an amazing piece of technology when I could get the old crap for $5 at eBay. But yeah, we're not really going to go into that. But with this video, it's something I'm really excited for, because I thought about having a little creation. Instead of in the usual videos I made, either if it's a live stream, me making Legos, Lego accessories, trains, or rolling stock, either of those, we're not going to be doing that. No. We're going to be making our own imaginary train sets. Now, this is, got a few rules for it. One, it can't be anything OHO, it's only O scale, or O gauge. Two, it can be imaginary sets that Lionel could have made in the post-war era, MPC, or pretty much now, yeah. And I don't even know what rule I'm on. Number 3, it has to only be one engine, because I don't think anyone's going to spend money on a O gauge starter set with 2 engines. That's something you only see in HO and double O. You British bloody bitches. But either way, yeah. Not to brag on that stuff too much. 2-engine 00 sets are so cool. And rule number 4. I may put like fake prices on them to see if they're actually something that people would buy, but That's just me. But without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna do 3 sets today. 2 diesel and 1 steamer. So let's get started with set number 1. Alright, first set. I'm gonna call this one the Lionel 125th anniversary set. And don't mind the paint schemes of all this. This is just my own fantasies. And it's going to contain a Lion Chief Plus 2.0 or a conventional GP9, a 2-bay hopper, a 2-dome Sunoco tank car, a flatbed, a operating log car with 5 available logs to it with the set, and a SP type caboose without the toolbox kit. And this is something. Oh wait, no. Well, sorry, my bad. I forgot one car. A miniature gondola. So when I think of something in a set, I think of price point, quality, operational wise, like for special features, and movement. Something that is cool and is not going to sit around a fucking Christmas tree going around in circles without any sort of specialty actions with it. No. When I want a train set, I want a train set that is going to have action, quality, and amazing ass performance. That is what Joshua Lionel Cowan decided to do with the post-war trains, because he's a fucking genius, and he's an absolute god. Yeah. I'm too hyper for this video. So this is something that I came up with because, you know what, I always wanted a cool GP9 set. And really, I'm not saying any of the ones that Mr. Cowan made himself I'm not saying all of them were garbage, and a lot of them were really good. I feel like we could have added just one more to complement that. Now, this could be made in the post-war era, I could see that. Or it could be, let's just say, for I said earlier, the 125th anniversary. They could do something like this, but that's just me. But yeah, so it's just, I mean, I would say probably everything on this train, in terms of mechanical wise, I would say give it all the old, not old school tooling. I would say give it the whole new one with the Lion Chief Plus 2.0, or just maybe just standard Lion Chief. You get your sprung metal trucks with the metal couplers, with the metal plungers, because you know what, this plastic shit, no, you give it the full treatment of heaven. Like, I'll give it an example real quick. Like with this post-war celebration series boxcar, these trucks are amazing. They're sprung, they're all die-cast metal. You got a metal plunger with it. It is amazing. And that's why I feel like all these cars should deserve. And that's why I feel like this would be a really cool set to add, or at least an imaginary set to have. Now, also, I forgot to mention this earlier, we're also going to go over track designs. So let's get going to the track designs now. Alright, so this is what I feel like the actual design of the 125th anniversary freight set is going to be. It's going to be a very nice oval with 12, I should really write scripts for these videos, with 12 048 curves, 3 straights, and 1 operating track with the uncouple and unloading section with a dump for the log feature. And this is just me. Either way, I would go both ways. I would do, for me, old school, I would do a CW80 transformer, or maybe a I don't know. I'm not good with Transformers for Lionel, but whatever, the one that has the two handles on it from the post-war era. So, even though this is a very basic set, and yes, I get it. It's a fucking oval. What do you expect? But really, I think I like this one because it's not 027. It's not 031. It's not 036. It is 048. So it's going to be a little bit bigger circle here. And yeah, you could have a little bit more expansion packs with this to add more track, so you can make it longer or wider or whatever the hell your dream master desires. But I feel like this is a basic set that, in my opinion, encapsulates what trains are. You want to be simple, but for some stuff like I don't know, a really high advanced freight set like the electronic set from 1948 that Lionel made, too advanced, but you want something that's fancy, simplistic, and unique. And that's why I feel like this train set absolutely hits the nail right on the head with a good size layout for starters and a good size train layout. So now we're going to move on to set number 2. On set number 2. All right, set number 2. And this one is a little bit more unique than the 125th anniversary set because, one, this is going to be a Steam set. And, you know, I fucking love Steam engines. And number 2, you get a little bit more value for money here. So, yeah, we're going to get this set on going. This is, I'll come up with a name with it later while I'm filming this right now. So, we're going to start him. We're going to have a big, beefy 736 Berkshire with a tender, preferably a whistling tender. A 3472 automatic milk car, a 6464 boxcar for whatever you want, a more specific 6462 boxcar for state of Maine, a 3469 automatic dump car with 5 pieces of logs, and a 6517 bay window caboose. I gotta sort this out here a bit so we can get everything in the shot perfectly. Now, when I think big, you go home, and when you go home, you have a fucking field day. And this is what my compensation of a field day train set is. Because you get a massive 736 Berkshire. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but for me, I absolutely love that engine. Now, I did forget one more add-on part to this. Different from the 125th anniversary set, this one's a little bit different because you can actually add on an expansion pack with this. That is optional with this train set. And it's not track, it is rolling stock. You can also add another 6464 boxcar to it. And it's a 2-pack. You can add a 6436 4-bay hopper with it. And with all this train here, you count them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 freight cars and a massive ass train set for HO. Woo-wee! And you know what? You know what that calls for? I actually forgot 2 cars. I forgot 2 cars. We're going to add a Great Northern flatbed and a 6462 gondola. I forget a lot of shit lately. Alright. So this is definitely massive. Now, I took a little bit of inspiration from the Overland Limited set that I got from Bachman. And even when that thing was a flaming pile of shit. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, it's pretty bad, but it's definitely not as bad as their earlier models that they made of that set. But yeah, instead of being terrible, I made this set amazing. Because you get a massive engine. You get a really good tender with it. It could be that tender. It could be literally anything you come up with, Lionel. You get... This is... Oh, yeah, I really should write scripts for these videos. This is going to be the Mixed Traffic Express set. And I would say that this is pretty cool because you get 2 modes of action here. You get a dump car and a milk car. You don't get that. You don't get that in any other set these days. And that's why my big boy brain here came up with the idea to add that. So yeah, what I love about train sets in general is just box cars. But something about these 6464 cars, they're just comic gold at this point. You will never see me run a freight train on my channel without a boxcar, especially a 6464 one. Because you know they're literally goated. Like you can't get any better than model railroading than that type of boxcar for rolling stock. And in contrast with this one, there's nothing wrong with it. It's absolutely amazing. So why have 2? Why have 1 when you can have 2? Why have 2 when you can add on an extra expansion pack for the 3rd car? It's amazing. Even though this one, even though it's not that same size as the other cars, hey, I love this damn thing. It's amazing. So yeah, you get a lot of stuff here. Now I would say this is probably the most premium starter set out of all these here because you get a lot of stuff here. Because you get a lot of rolling stock with action, more play value, and something that you can actually that a lot of train sets that Lionel has been making lately lack: imagination and creativism. So we're gonna get going to the fake digital setup that I got going on for this engine now. I'm gonna show you what that is. So now, moving now from the 125th anniversary layout overview, now we got the mixed traffic freight set here, mixed traffic express set, and this is pretty much what the set actually is. This is going to be still 12 048 curves. You get the same operational tracking. I could not find I could not have an accessible milk stand available for the shop because I don't want to go looking through the fucking void for it. But we're just gonna imagine that the milk car stand is on the other side, opposite of the dump tub there. And that's for both operating freight cars. And then for this one, you get a little bit more interesting. You get a siding with a single switch. You can put a car there. You can make it more customizable. And since you get more track here, you can essentially make this oval, just make this layout here into a simple oval and have more track for your switch area. So it's really cool. It's really cool. But then this is where things get really interesting. You get a automatic crossing gate with a operating signal crossing thing. Now, if that doesn't scream value for money, I don't know what does in a train set these days, because you ain't gonna get any better than that. And this thing, let me tell you, absolutely amazing. So let's go move on to set number 3. All right, final set here, set number 3. This one is definitely seconds. And if I have to rank all these because they're all absolutely amazing, this one is taking the silver medal for how goddamn unique this thing is. So we're gonna do a NW2 switcher, I believe that's a 10,000 gallon tank car, a middle bake boost, whatever the hell it's called, I don't know, a double auto rack, a livestock car, which is lighted. And then what makes this set even more interesting is not only you can do a freight set, you can also do a passenger set. You get one combine coach car, and then one combine car and a coach car with this. So you get something very unique here that obviously takes heavy inspiration from, I don't know the name of the set, but it was a set from, I believe, 1994, which came with a NYC painted S3 switcher, I believe that's what it is, with a heavyweight combine car, a heavyweight coach car, and I believe three or four pieces of rolling stock. Those are freight cars, not passenger cars. But yeah, you get something that you never see in a O-gauge train set anymore since the fucking 90s. Something original, cool. You never see this. You really don't. You're not gonna get any better than this. You really aren't. Like, for fuck's sakes, Lionel, come on. If you're gonna rip us off with some crazy ass bullshit prices that I can get for maybe 40% cheaper on the secondhand market, why? Like, come on. At least give us some value for money here, please. Okay, forget all that. I still love you, Lionel. Yeah. We're getting back on track here. So this is something pretty cool. You get a good size switcher. So you could actually have a real diesel behind this thing, but I've tried several experimentations with presentation wise with an actual steamer, more preferably a Atlantic, or more explicitly, or more specifically, this engine, this New York Central Atlantic. Now, I tried to experiment with this to get this engine to look good with this set. I really could not. Even having my Wisconsin Central painted Atlantic, it did not look good, I'll be honest. It made things a little bit better than an NYC one I had, but nah, did not fix the damage. But yeah, something cool, something unique, and you can swap the trains out at any time, yada yada yada. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna give a fake price for this one. I'm gonna say $750. Yeah, $750. And if I would have to put a price on the express freight set, mixed traffic express set, I would do $1,100. And for the 125th anniversary set, ooh, I'm gonna say 600. So definitely all of these are not supposed to be cheap, but at least you're getting something value for money these days, which is something that nobody, count 'em, fucking nobody has been giving you. For us consumers of the valuable market, we never got crap. Alright, so now let's get going to the layout imagination. Alright, so now, final set with the final layout of imaginary track. And this is what we got. We got a, yet again, because I would like consistency with all these three sets, I would like a 12 curved featured 048 oval with 4 pieces of straight track. And same deal with the milk stand. I unfortunately do not have a passenger station or a freight station or a combine station at my rental used to use for this video. So I do apologize for that. So we're going to imagine it's going to be right down there. That's all. So nothing too major here. It's a simple set and yada yada yada. But it's not bad. I kind of ran out of words here because I'm really tired, and I had a really bad case of the shits earlier before I started filming, so I'm not in the best of some moods. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video here. I have to go continue shitting right now, so like, subscribe, comment down below, and yeah, this is definitely a video that is not intended for children. I may put an age restriction on this to give a heavier warning emphasis on this, but that's just me. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for you guys. This is the Northwestern Central Railroad signing off. But before you leave, we're going to make a little teleportation over here. I recently did a quick, I will do another, I'll do a sequel to this video, make a part 2. But I'll do it on HO, with featuring this new Athearn shock control mechanical reefer car. Apparently the doors are supposed to open, but yes, someone shoved it up their asshole, so it's a little stiffy. I don't think Labelle 107 is gonna work on this, or at least any sort of oil. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. This is the Northwestern Central Railroad signing off. Have a very, very, very nice day.